Now we're talking the corner tank, as I call it, a pentagon-shaped 50-gallon. As I may have mentioned, we picked up a pair of clown loaches today. Don't often see them anymore, and they really don't survive too long, but these two have been doing well since they were introduced, and they often pair up and chase the tiger barbs, which have similar coloration. I also have in here another of those banana plants that I was talking about in the boat tank, and its leaves have really done beautifully here. And I don't know if you're going to see this or not, but from that plant there is a stem that came up last week, and if you follow it there, the thin line, that grew about 6 inches a day, to where by the end of the week it was all the way up to the top of this tank, which is about, oh, I'm going to say 2.5 feet high. And then it just continued across the surface of the water, and it's got a leaf up there, but you can see how long it is. And so it's still growing. I have no idea how long or what's going to happen up there, except it does have a leaf, as I said. And the other interesting plant here is a baby plant off of one of the Amazon swords. And it's a very colorful leaf right here that I'm waiting to see if it'll develop roots so I can plant it. But right now I'm not taking any chances on losing it. And so it's got beautiful leaves, and it's got about 15 leaves on it. And it comes from this plant down below, right behind the banana plant. Now that's you look at some Java fern there, so you got to look at the leaves a little bit behind and to the left and right of that banana leaf plant. And so if I can narrow in on it, it's a reddish color leaf, and it's got all its growth up in that baby plant. We're talking about some Australian rainbows, one very large one, and others seem to follow around. There's about 4 of them in there. And lo and behold, there's cherry barbs, very colorful. I think they were in breeding colors or something. But let's see if we can catch that red right there. Very bright red. There's a Bala shark, doing very well after being fed the brine shrimp today. Some tetras, black tetras. Got a bunch of tiger barbs, about 9 of them in here. And one of my favorites, of course, is a red-tailed shark. You didn't see him in the other tank, but there's one there too. And he's hiding back in this green Java fern forest. I hope he comes out and you can see him before. There we go. So you see both the clone loach and oops, we lost the red-tailed shark. He went back into the forest there. And see some of the tiger barbs, and there's the second of those clown loaches, the big rainbow, and a bunch of zebras, black neons, Buenos Aires tetras. I often take the duckweed out of the office tank when it overgrows and throw it in here, and everybody eats it right up. Doesn't last a minute. My wife counted the catfish here the other day and said that she counted 11. I love catfish. I figure they do a good deal in the tank. But I also love swordtails. And there's a couple of swordtails in here. A pair of pineapple swords. Here comes the female now, and the male right behind her. And they've been doing pretty well here for a while, as have some platies. And there's the red-tailed shark. Gorgeous. I love red-tailed sharks. When they would go on sale, I would buy half a dozen, and that didn't work out at all. No matter what I did, we'd end up with just one. So I've learned my lesson. There's one in the other tank, but we didn't see him when we were over there, did we? Some black mollies from the babies also in here.